Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Upfront Mind, Body, Soul podcast, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond. And let me tell you guys, you guys are in for a sensational treat. Actually, you actually going to be getting a little mini concert of my special guest here. And when I say phenomenal, you're going to love it. I will tell you to go and grab this music because it is good for your soul. And I thought it was a great way to bring her on because of April being, stress awareness month. Let me tell you, she got some stuff to get you moving, grooving, and tuning in. So I want to welcome my special singer, songwriter, indie recording artist, Trey Rochelle. How are you?
I am awesome, Michelle. How are you?
I am so excited about tonight. I am really loving this. And we got some people that's coming in. Hello, Gaitha. Welcome, welcome here tonight. Look, you guys gonna have to give my special guest. Look, she's way out there almost in the West Coast. She's way out in Texas, whole different
Mm-hmm.
zone. So that's how we do it. We are, Trey Rochelle. Let me give you guys a little background of her, and we're gonna hear so much about her. You're gonna love her. You're actually gonna sit tonight. She's actually gonna give us a concert. So hey, I told you this season we're moving on up. We've been on location. You're actually my first singer songwriter for this year, for this
Awesome.
second season. So let me give the audience a little bit about who you are, what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and you have some awesome stuff. And the reason why we connected is because we want people to understand that even in this music industry, a lot of the music is going back to the old R&B 80s days. We want those to understand it's just not the young people. We are looking. So if this hits, this is gonna hit the airways. So any producers, and we know you all about getting your money.
Yeah.
We all know about that. But there is an audience that would love to hear some good, nice old rhythm older folks. And I'm not saying older in the way we're seasoned, but we
Yeah.
took it late to get into the realm of music. It's always fashionable to that youth or the younger where we can produce, but it's some good talented folks out here, seasoned folks. But let me tell you guys about Trey Rochelle here. Let me tell you, she says it was always at a karaoke party where Trey Rochelle would appear. The soul singer herself commanded. Look, when you can command things, you doing some things. She commanded attention with renditions from some of the singers, which include Shaka Khan, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. No one wanted to follow her, and that I've been in that arena as well, where you get up there, you hit that stage, no one want to come behind it. It's like they want more, more, more. Today, this San Antonio, Texas based New Orleans and Memphis raised neo soul singer songwriter steps forward her sultry and sensual debate video EP of slow motion. We're gonna hear some of that too. Some of her musical talents has also landed her, and let me tell you, to destination weddings, to coordinations out in the Caribbean, Mexico City. She studied music at the Center of San Antonio, and let me tell you, Berkeley College as a lead vocalist for M3 Live. See, I'm just giving you a little touch. So you
I
have to
know.
stay on. You have to stay on and hear all about this phenomenal lady. So Trey
Mhm.
Rochelle, again, thank you so much for taking your time. I know you have a busy
Absolutely.
schedule to come
Yeah.
on here. So Trey Rochelle, hit it. Tell us just like what are you doing? So like what are you doing now?
Oh my gosh, that was so amazing going back there. I'm like, yeah, that's right, I did. Yeah, that was amazing. I tell you, this has been an amazing journey for me. I think I've always been able to sing, but I was always in the choir. I was always in the background, and I didn't give the credit to my voice that I probably should have. Right. And I loved karaoke, and it would be with people like, but me, I'm just like, I'm just scary. I'm just, I can sing everybody else, but finding my voice has been a whole nother thing. And I've been on the journey with that. And so I was starting to I realized that voice was my spiritual lesson. I mean, spiritual gift. And so I said, well, you got to train your gift, right? So I started going to voice lessons. And through those voice lessons, my coach just stopped at one time, and she just stopped right in the middle of stop playing the piano and was just like, you cannot keep just coming in here singing to me on Saturdays. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. And so I had, put my whole career aside for my family, and I was raising kids at the time. And so this was something to help me get out the house. And I had some unhealthy patterns in my marriage at the time, right? So I was working through that, and through finding my voice and getting back to me by finding something for me, it helped me get my voice in other ways in my life too. And, now I'm a single mom of four. We're decade past almost with all of that, but it's been a journey. But this voice and this has really just been music. I say music is my therapy. Like, it's really carried me through, and it was always there. And it was the one thing that I somewhat took for granted because it was just sitting there. And but I've been learning almost with everybody else that it was for me, and I was called to do it. And so I'm blessed and thankful to God to have it and to continue to learn, with it.
That you said one key thing when you blessed with it, because when I read from some of your background history, it's always starting out in church. I can
Yeah,
remember, and I'm pretty sure it happened to you. I can remember being pushed out with those. What we just had this weekend, Easter.
yeah,
It always was the Easter piece that, or you had to be the one to be the soloist or something like that.
yeah,
And that actually, I thank God for that, that it
yeah,
was pruned, because it made me love the gift of music and love to sing as well. And as I could say, and we're you talking about New Orleans, hey, it's a base of everything there. And then when you're talking about Memphis born, and I
yeah,
had the pleasure, Memphis is where it's at. And Stacks
yep,
music place,
right
I've been
there.
there. It's a place where the roots of music too. Not
Absolutely.
saying just with New Orleans, but
Yeah.
that's like a base of rhythm and blues, which we say R&B.
Yeah, it is. That
Yeah,
could end up being country and the bedrock of rock and roll and everything else. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm a public school kid, right? And so I was in the inner city, Memphis and Orleans Parish, So, I mean, in those schools, the art programs were real. We had them, we kept them, and they were a big deal. I had some amazing music teachers, so I didn't necessarily get outside coaching and things like that. But everything I needed was right there in school, from elementary through middle school through high school. And shout out to Mrs. Cowles in Memphis, Tennessee. Like, she would bring our school, and we would rack up at the All West. Like, we would get all of the awards. We knew how to sight read, we knew everything. And when we came, they were like, whoa, and here we are, this inner city school popping up in here, and we would knock them out. She didn't play. And so, a lot of the training and everything that I got was good. Berkeley, I didn't go on site. I did the certificate programs with Berkeley online, coming out of my marriage. Need something to kind of stay focused. It's important. It's important as you're going through things in your life. Sometimes you get stuck for a little while. That's okay. But eventually find something to get yourself out. And so that's what I did. I started taking those certificate classes and connecting. Yeah, yeah. So it's been great. It's been really good. And it's just growing. It's taking a life of its own, and I'm having a hard time keeping up. So that's where can help me with some of that. And for stress. Yeah, this has been that month for me.
so it was definitely a meaning for to have you on about that. And like you said, one thing that you said is your therapy. Music
Yeah,
is your therapy.
yeah,
Music can be so therapeutic for people, and people,
yeah,
it's different. Music makes a sound.
yeah,
It can change the whole atmosphere. So, we're going to take a quick little
yeah.
break, but when we come back, you're actually going to get to hear Miss Trey Rochelle. So you need to get some tea, grab some
Hmm.
tea, but we're going to
Hmm.
take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond. And listen, we're actually getting ready to hear a little bit of one of her songs. I'm going to let her choose whichever song she wants to do first, but there's a favorite of mine that we're going to leave for last. So we're going to tell you, you want to stay on because also, giveaway. You know, we all at Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, we like giving away. So you're gonna have to turn on your listening ears because she is giving away. You want to show them what you got on? I'm a whole vibe shirt. She's gonna give
Mm-hmm.
away to one lucky winner tonight. And the question will be rounded around what you hear on this show. Now, beforehand, I'm just gonna give you for those who have just tuned in. And I see welcome Tamika Joy, welcome Shelly, welcome Gaither. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. But I am gonna actually let you know that she actually was doing karaoke, and some of her favorite renditions were from Mariah Carey, Shaka Khan, and Whitney Houston. So if you like what you just heard, you're gonna love more. So Trey Michelle, tell the audience what you're gonna give us a sample of right now.
So I would tell you that I am a NOLA girl. Listen, that's my people from all over Louisiana. And so I'm a Creole girl. And anybody who has not been, or even if you've been down there, we take every song that's out there and we make a bounce remix. So I have a song that's on my Violet EP that's called Forever in a Day. So you can hear the studio, beautiful version that I did, but I actually produced my own bounce remix. And that's what we're gonna do. So it helps keep the crowd going. Feel free to get up and dance and all that good stuff. But this is Forever in a Day, and hope that it brightens up for you, brightens up your mood. You hearing everything good?
This is the club baker. We gonna do it straight out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Get hype on the beat. This is the club baker. Come on.
Hey, yeah.
The 504. What?
Baby, won't you come and sit down and talk to me? We've been doing this a while, I think that
The
now I
504.
truly
What?
see you have all the deepest parts of me. I think it's time to say I love you forever and a day, forever and a day. Cause if it's me and you, that won't get us
The
through
504.
it. Forever and a day. Like summer, spring, winter, and fall, that's how long our
The
love.
504. What?
It is so right, we've been doing this for a while, and I knew you were the one. Since I first saw that smile, you won't send my heart right to the beat. I think it's time that I can say that I love you forever and a day. It's forever and a day. It's like summer, spring, winter, and fall.
This is the club baker. Come on.
Listen, I do my little, do your little dance. Little hip work, little footwork.
The 504. What?
It gets better with time. I can't get you off my mind. Go get that ring, and I'll get my dress, and we'll let history tell the rest. It's forever in a day. That'll get us through it. It's just like the summer, spring, winter, and fall. Just forever, baby. Give me forever, baby. Hey. turn and fall. That's how long our love will stay. It's the 504. What?
Come on.
This is my club banger.
Hey,
Hey.
woo!
Y'all like that one?
The
Ah.
504. What?
All right, yes,
Thank
yes. So,
you.
hey, listen up, everyone. You need to share this video because look, it's more coming to in a few.
Mm-hmm.
We got some more stuff, but you would never tell. Look,
See?
my cousin Shelly said 504.
504, baby. Yeah, baby. You know, my accent come
Yes,
in and out. When I go home, it come right back. But
yes,
then when I'm over here in Texas, it gets to be, it's funny how that happened like that.
yes. Hey, Jamie, my
Thank you,
cousin Jamie.
Shelly. Mwah.
Say
Yeah,
love it.
baby.
504. So yes, thank you. Thank you. That was from her single Violet EP
Mm-hmm.
called Forever and a Day. Yeah, and
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what my favorite one that she's gonna do later is Newness. And we have a little clipping of the video that will be shared a little bit later after we come back from break. But it has not always been easy, as you have heard from my guest Trey Rochelle. So Trey Rochelle, tell the audience some of the struggles that you had. And with this, you would never think that you would had to struggle with your voice.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's been, I think my voice has taught me you gotta watch what God, universe, whatever you believe is a higher power that's guiding you through this life, right? You have to honor the gift and the lessons that it has for you, right? But I told you how it kind of helped me get myself together. And then I got into some bands and I was like the background singer for a while. And they were like, her voice ain't even powerful enough. And so I was staying there, and then we had a show, and then everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, her!" Like, "Oh my gosh, why isn't she singing more songs?" Right? And so, but with my confidence, it was still kind of shaky, 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 right? So it plays on your mind a little bit. And then I finally got a lead vocalist role in the band, and so I started doing that. Everything was coming good. People wanted me to come in the studio. I started writing music, and then I went hoarse and I had vocal polyps on my vocal cords for eight months. I couldn't talk. I had to learn how to talk all over again. I had to learn how to sing all over again. I had to get everything zapped. No one wanted to touch it. It was a whole journey of just having to be quiet. But through that being quiet, I started back writing, and I got rid of my writer's block, and it was used for that. And then to come back out, and I told God, I was like, look, if you bring it back, I already know it was yours that gave it to me. But if you bring it back, then I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do with it and find out what I'm supposed to do with it, because I didn't know what would happen once they start messing with your vocal cords. You just don't know what's gonna come back. But I was stuck with the plan. I had the right surgeon here in the college. I had to go to like a teaching university because no one else wanted to touch me when they knew I was a vocalist. Nobody wanted that issue. But then when I came out, rehabbed everything, and I started doing some theater kind of work in the meantime because I could just move and then sing a couple songs, so I did that. So I got some experience with that. Did a short film, did some acting when I couldn't sing. So things kept coming to keep me there, to keep me from just sitting back and getting depressed and caught up. I still pushed myself through, just kind of persevered, just kept pushing. But it's when I came out of all of that and was doing everything, then it's like, I'm not ashamed to tell people. You probably shouldn't say it in the entertainment thing or whatever, but next week I'll be turning 45, and it was a lot. It's a different animal whenever, back in the day, just think about it, like when Anita Baker was coming out, and people who were great, just bringing a whole nother sound and vibration and putting that out there, right? Usually everybody's looking for the new person that's coming out and those types of things. And so it's been just as an independent artist, not signed with a label, that has its whole thing. You can't quite figure out how do you do this thing, and I'm, like I said, I'm a single mom. I work my corporate job. I have my MBA. I'm an accountant, finance person during the day, doing risk management stuff. So I still got to keep my house going, still got to keep the bills paid, but I have this great big passion that continues to grow. And so it's always a balance, trying to find a balance, but it's a lot that you're up against with. Things will come easier. It appears things will come easier if maybe I was younger, just coming out. and just happen to do certain things. And so it's a little bit tougher to you have to kind of look a certain way, be a certain way, all these kind of things. But the good thing about being an indie artist, it's a lot of great stuff that's going on underground, and you just have to go into those neo cafes and all these different groups and find, and you'll see it's a lot of great independent. It's not a lot of us that break through and end up going like mainstream, but it's a lot of great music, a lot of people of all shapes, sizes, backgrounds, ages, and everything, just doing it, trying to find their own way. But it's definitely a challenge. I'm learning each day. I'm getting some great mentors along the way, but it's definitely every day a new thing that comes up that you got to kind of do. But if it's something that you feel you're supposed to do and you've seen how it's supposed to be, you just have to keep trusting and pushing. And you know if you ain't failing or questioning, then you ain't doing something right. I mean, that's where I am with it.
Exactly. And Tracer, you said the one thing, and I know you are a person who is a faith, and I know
Yeah,
you're a person who is a
absolutely.
believer. And I just wanted to, I always share, I always tell everyone on this show that when I get connected to people, I get connected to people, and he always ask him, look, make sure this is the connection.
Yeah.
So we actually met over a month ago.
Yeah.
We actually met over, and I tell you, it's early in the morning, and I just so happened, and I was you stuck right there with your Facebook ad.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, maybe I need to, this sounds great. And I went to looking, and here it is. We feel the same
That's
way.
it.
As being an indie artist, it's a lot of amazing artists that's out here. Um, and we're just looking for that connection of that
Hmm.
audience.
Yeah.
And look, we even a team. We said we're gonna team up, and
That's
I got
right.
some people. She got some people, and you know me,
Hmm.
I'll make it happen.
And y'all out there listening, we got PR people who want to talk about what we're doing. There's
Yeah,
blogs out there that's trying to find what we're doing. We
right,
just have to make that connection. And R&B is still alive.
right,
They pulled away our urban contemporary, um adult contemporary, and kind of smashed it right in with hip hop, R&B, or
right,
whatever. But we're still here, and I
right.
think that is strong enough, and we can poke right back out of it. So we just got to band together, demand that we hear it, support each other with it, and connect on it. And I think we can do it. I think it's R&B ain't going nowhere. It was the start of everything.
It was the start of everything, and that's why we are here tonight, and this is why I'm promoting her tonight because we have spoken. I'm getting ready to knock on some doors, and a lot of the people who know me are here. I will. That's it. You got to
Yeah,
be consistent with
you
this.
do.
Um, I look at it too as you look at those shows, American Idols, and
Mm-hmm.
all those different. They got age groups on there.
Yep,
But
they
then
do.
what about it? What
Yep.
about the ones who are more seasoned?
Yeah.
And you would think because if you look at the industry, yeah, we want the person that we can dress up. We want the person that look. And I always learn, even with this new edition concert that I just went to not too long ago. I look back at that, and I look after I hear about their story, and we saw the story.
Yeah.
Now it's like they're getting what should have been done way time. But and I mean, it has been beautiful. It has been
Yeah.
magnificent. And Charlie Wilson, somebody like him, he's a
Right.
seasoned person.
Yes.
He's still doing the daggone thing.
Yes.
So this,
Isley Brothers.
yes, still
You know,
doing the daggone
they
thing.
doing it.
This
Yeah.
stuff is here. And then when I hear Bruno and Anderson Paak and them coming back with Love
Bringing
Train,
it back.
it has hit number one.
Yes.
I had to post that. If you go back and look, that has hit number one.
Mm-hmm.
So those type of things and industries we're trying to knock out,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to have to go back with those of us who are seasoned. Not to say that the younger people can't do it,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I'm not saying that at all. But I just think it's a whole vibe of us grown, as they say, grown and sexy folks.
It is. Yeah, yeah, because
Well,
some of it's definitely not knocking some of it at all. It all has its place. It all had its place. Like, I mean, we were listening to Monica and Brandy back then too. That we putting out that soul and that emotion, and just you can just feel
mhm,
everything that
mhm.
they're saying. Those same artists are still here at the same time. But then you got Anita Baker and Shaka Khan still keeping it out there, and Gladys Knight, that's Patti LaBelle commanding it all at the same time. There's
Yes,
room for it all, right? It doesn't have to be so just, only that's where the money needs to go, right?
right.
So, just exposure. It's really just about getting the exposure out there because the music speaks for itself, and either it's going to hit you and touch you, or it's not. And us seasoned folks, we done been through some things. We done
Almost
seen some
definitely. And those are
things.
stories that maybe that can reflect to this younger generation that they won't have to make up those mistakes that we did. So,
Absolutely.
hey, that's just how it is. So, what we're going to do, we have a short little meme of her video. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to show her a little bit of her video of her song. Well, we took a quick break.
Here you go. There it is.
Hey, old friend, nice to see you again. How's the man? How's the fam? And how you living?
That's one of my babies too.
Through that too, well, I'm here for you. Hope you didn't forget the connection that we shared. College days were cool. Remember the day I met you? It was one of those things. Chemistry was so strong. Even through the years, while I faced my fears, denied back then, yet here we are again. In the newness of our love again. In the newness of our love again. We're skyrocketing. It's a new beginning. I can feel it starting. You feel that way too? I'm gonna ride for you. It's about time that we just believe in the newness of our love again. In the newness of our love again. I'm falling deep within. Catch me, I hope you can. I'm falling deep within. Catch me, I hope you can. In the newness of our love again. In the newness of our love again. In the newness of our love again. In the newness of our love again.
Yes.
Yes. For the newness, shout out to the
Yeah.
Rattlers. Yes.
I,
I'm a
you know what?
fam you.
I got some connection with the Raptors too. Let me tell you. Let
Really?
me tell you, my cousin,
Yeah.
Teran Goldsboro, he might be
Okay.
watching.
Uh-huh.
Teran actually was at FMU. Yes, he was. And
Yes.
he actually big with the chords, and he actually now records with Ricky Diller.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah, he does. He
Yeah.
actually just did a. They actually went on to oh, the little blonde girl has the talk show. Um, mm, I just was watching her today. Was American Idol.
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly Clarkson,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
She was
yeah.
just on Kelly
Look, I'm
Clarkson.
saying Kelly like she my girl. Yeah, Kelly. No.
Well, she's Texan. Hey, she's Texan.
Yeah, she is. She
She's from
is. Sure
Texas.
is.
So
Sure
yes,
is.
everyone, you all will want to go and download these videos. Look, that newness for life, I have it in my office at work, and I be pumping it. I be pumping it, jam newness, and you gotta think about it. The newness, music
Hmm.
does a whole lot of work for you. It can
Yeah.
change your whole atmosphere. Um, I'm excited again about all these other things. But let me tell you something else, audience. This lady here also has some other projects. You need to follow her. But she has one other project that you know, again, with me about mental health. So, Trey Michelle, tell the audience about how this, since April is Stress Awareness Month, and if we know
Yes.
people get so stressed up, there are things that they can do. But you guys, you got to hear this awesome story and what got going on.
Yeah, so I just through coming out of COVID, just trying to push through with everything and being a mom at four kids, youngest 12, oldest 21. So all stages of life, managing through everything. It can just be life can just be a lot, right? And if you look at things as good and bad, instead of just the experience of it, and then sometimes just the experience of it just wears you down and changes the colors of what you're thinking, right? So I decided that, and then I realized I had some old belief systems and some things that just wasn't serving me when I finally could wake up from them not serving me. And I came up with this idea one day that was just like, you know what, today I'm going to choose to raise myself and take on what I know, what I've learned, what I've been through, what I feel is for me, and I'm going to do that. And that may look different than what anybody else is doing, saying, or feeling, but I'm going to trust me. I'm going to trust what I feel, and I'm going to work with that for a while. And so I've been kind of doing that in silent, and I started seeing where a lot of the things, a lot of the avenues that were happening, my music got picked up by Neo and put on his playlist. Newness, I played that song as a demo to Neo for like a song review, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, your songwriting is like," and I'm sitting here like, and I'm trying to hold it together, but I'm like, okay, clearly, but all of that, I really do feel like it came from me going inside of me and really embracing me. So I came up and I woke up and just said, you know what, I'm gonna start raising myself. So I started doing that for a while. And then I got the courage to say, you know what, I'm gonna try to start a movement about it and encourage everybody else to do the same thing. And so it's called I Raise Self. Right now it's just been like a hashtag. I'm starting a blog about it. Yep, that's it. And so it's gonna be more, but I start going through a lot of the things that I've written, and I've been writing my affirmations and my book and all these other things that are gonna come out of it pretty soon. So I'm working on getting shared, and I need to outsource all these things. So anybody out there that's good at you want to be a virtual assistant and help a sister out, let me know. Let me know. My friend that came in to help me, she's like, "Girl, you sit on so much content. I can't believe this. Like
I know.
this, it's just, but it's only but so much time, and to help with, I have to be aware of where my stress comes from, and sometimes good things and great things happening, the volume of it and the intensity of it can still cause you to be stressed, outside of just something traumatic. And then if you got some trauma that's happened that you're trying to work through, it's just all the same way. So my whole I raise self is just you being open and honest with taking small steps to be with you. And the icon that's in it, it goes through showing the caterpillar, and it shows the caterpillar in in the cocoon, and then it shows the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. And I plan to cover all of those things because I think all of that helps you be who you are and be a blessing to the people around you where they can see. You know, some people only remember you as a caterpillar,
Mm,
and you know
mm,
certain people get out your way when when you the cocoon, and that's for a good reason. You shut off communication, you're redoing yourself and everything else, and then when you get up and fly, you can't even see some of the people and they can't go with you.
mm,
So
mm.
it is a beautiful nature metaphor for me, and I think that if we all thought about things like that, and all of it was beautiful, all of it was beautiful, you know. So I think that it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's a cycle of life. And so we just looked at our trauma and our experiences and things as just things that are in this stage to help us get here. You know, that caterpillar never knows how beautiful it's going to be when it comes out, you know? Yeah.
See,
So,
I knew we was connected because I'm gonna share this with you. You just
yeah.
said something about butterflies and
Yeah.
caterpillars. So back in 2016, I had created this book um, called Little Girl Dreams Metamorphosizes into Women Realities.
I want to see that. Yes. Yes.
Actually, I will send you a
Yeah.
copy.
Please.
We'll connect because it's based upon where we had a couple of women in the book that was sharing their stories about when they was little girls and what they dreamt of, but some of it happened. And they made it to where they were today. So I have it was six of us in this, and but I always often reflect to the
Yeah.
butterfly. Even when I started out with my um, natural holistic business, it was butterflies
Yeah.
because it is metamorphosizing and the change. And you just gave a great analogy of the cocoon base
Mm-hmm.
because you know what, you go in that cocoon because you want to escape the cave, right?
Yep.
You
Yep.
go in there, but it's a lot of prune and a lot of stuff that's taking place in that. And like you said, sometimes when you going up, you have to shed off some of
You
those
have to
things and
shed.
people, places, and things. And then again, even in those people, places, and things, sometimes people might not understand, and they like thinking, "Well, you this way. I remember you went, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
metamorphosize now. That was then.
That was
So
then.
that was
And
then.
you can too. If not,
Yeah,
just continue to watch me and let's see how this goes.
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
You can too. You're right.
You can
You
too.
can too.
It's open for everybody.
It's
You know.
open, free will. It's a
Free.
free will. So
Yep.
that was then.
That was then.
That was then. But now you have metamorphosized to
Mm-hmm.
something more rare and beautiful, and then you can fly. It's
Yes.
you just can soar because that's what we are supposed to be here to soar. But then you
Absolutely.
know when we go down. When we come back down, we nurture
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
because
Absolutely.
we nurture to
Yep.
bring other things with us. You got to start it out. We nurture. We pollinate.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Pollinate. We might got a lot of pollen now, but we
Yeah.
pollinate. Just think
Exactly.
you pollinate and
Exactly.
you fly right now. And that's just what it is with the music. You know, when you writing those songs, and I
Yeah.
know because I've done it. This new stuff that's coming out this week, I actually have my new self-care
Yeah.
sincere jazz spoken word. Those words just clicked right
Yeah.
off in the tune and the stuff in there. So you're right, producing. This is the first time I produced my own stuff. I
Hey, there you go. There you go.
produce my own stuff because
That's
this is
right.
me. This is me. I'm gonna ask you once. I'm gonna ask you twice.
Thank you.
I might ask you the third time, but the fourth time, I'm not asking. I'm gonna figure it
Listen,
out because that's just probably meant for me to figure it out because
that's right.
that's just how I look at it now. I've
That's
got
how he pulls you out.
life. I don't add, I go around and find another solution. And that's where you just said I raise
Yeah.
myself because I know that's
Yeah.
within me.
Yep.
So yeah, so I'm very proud of what's coming out Friday.
Absolutely.
Very absolutely. And with my nephew, I will give him a shout out right now. Sean Hammond Jr.
Yeah.
He helped me with his studio mixing and mastering. Right in
Nice.
the family. I'm all about helping families. So that was wonderful. And I just did my own beats, did my
Yeah.
own stuff.
Well, you
And
I'm
hey,
looking for that. Let me know so I can repost and share and put that out there.
yes,
Yeah.
it comes out Friday
Okay. Yep. I'm
at
ready for it.
midnight. Friday midnight it will be on and just
I
it'll
got
be
you.
out and ready.
Yes, I got you.
Lisa Dove Washington say, "What a way to bring in my birthday, April
Oh,
22nd." Yes.
hey, so it's your birthday too.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the 26th. So see, that's Taurus. Listen. We
Hey.
gonna do it for you. We
Yeah.
gonna nurture the ground for what's about to
Yeah.
come. Yes, we
Yes.
got you.
Most definitely. Most
We
definitely.
got you.
So we're gonna take a quick break
Hmm.
and we'll be back, and then we're gonna hear newness in a full effect from our artist, indie singer, songwriter. I'm looking for a Grammy. I know you're gonna get that Grammy,
Hey,
girl. I'm gonna be right out there with
speak
you.
things as they
Woo!
are. Yes, I
Woo! So
receive
we're gonna
all of
take
that.
a quick break, and you're gonna come back, and you're gonna hear this lovely voice again, singing her newness, which you just heard. So we'll be right back. All right, take it away, Trey Rochelle. You have her here. Let's welcome her. Give her the thumbs up, the hearts up, share this up, because we're about to go into newness.
Yes. Yes. Are y'all ready for the newness? Sometimes this is a real one. I have a maxi single that for people who see me live, I put together the old school maxi single, right? So I got, have the original on there, I have the instrumental version on there, and I actually have the demos of me the night after I wrote the song, the music, and then 6 hours later, I had all of the lyrics in the song. Pretty much sounds exactly what it is, and so it came from a great place. It was inspired from a beautiful new budding relationship, and the newness is now the oldness, but it was new and it was beautiful, and so just appreciate the newness and being in the moment in life, and you can't go wrong. So hope that this moves you into the newness and inspires you to find all my stuff out here on Spotify, Pandora. I have a banging Pandora radio station, by the way. That algorithm works very well, so you get more of this kind of great stuff. So the newness. Hey, old friend, it's nice to see you again. How's it been? How's the fam? How you living? You went through that too. Well, I'm here for you. I hope you didn't forget the connection that we shared. When college days were cool. I remember the day I met you. It was one of those things. Chemistry was so strong. Even through the years, while I faced my fears, denied back then, yet here we are again. In the newness of our love again. Anybody else just swept away by the newness of life, In the newness of our love again. where it's gonna go, and then all of a sudden, the sky rocking, cause it's a new beginning. I can feel it starting. You feel that way too. I'm gonna ride for you, and it's about time that we just believe in the newness of our love again. In the newness of our love again. And you just kind of get swept away. I'm falling deep within. Catch me, I hope you can. I'm falling deep within. Catch me, I hope you can. Just the newness of our love again. It's the newness of our love again. The newness of our love again. You know, with our R&B songs, we gotta have a good intro. We gotta have a good thing introducing the next song. This is that when the album comes out. I'm in love. I'm in love. Anybody just start projecting something brand new and you just be like, I'm in love. I'm in love. You gotta wait a few seconds. Enjoy the moment. Stay in the moment. I'm in love.
Yeah.
That's the newness.
So, whoa, everyone. Hey, Terry Abbott says she loves it.
Love
Angela
it.
Sullivan
Thank
says
you, Terry.
love it. Lisa Dove Washington says beautiful voice. So, what I will
Thank
suggest
you.
to you guys to do, I will suggest that you will go and look her up because listen, I'm speaking this into existence. We're going to do something together.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. That's it. Done.
We're going to do something together. So,
Mm-hmm.
be
Yep.
watching out
Yeah.
for Trey Rochelle and Michelle.
That's
Hey!
right. Hey, put that X in the middle, that collabo. We ready.
There it
We
is.
ready.
There it is. So I'm excited again. Trey Rochelle, tell the folks what you got coming up, where people
Absolutely.
can find you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me on all my hashtag is at I am Trey Rochelle. That's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can find all my videos there. I have on my website is www.treyrochelle.com. The link tree, that's right there. The link tree also has my merch on there. It has all of the videos, links to all of the different music platforms. It's a easy go to, has everything that we talked about today on there. So follow my pages. I have a big tour that I'm setting up, and it's really great. I have a local comedian, Clifton Simmons, that just signed on to be in the show with me. My band is already ready. My band arranger is working all of the music, and we're putting together an amazing show that's going to be happening in June. So June 18th at Horizons and More Lounge here in San Antonio, Texas. But I'm saying all this to say that we're going to be ready to go where we need to go. And I got a whole bunch of line sisters. I am an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. I pledged a Beta Alpha chapter in FAMU. So I just hit my 25 years. And I'm a charter member of my chapter here, Alpha Alpha Xi Omega chapter. And so, listen, I got 7 or so plus line sisters that's up there in DC area, MDV. So we need y'all need to let me know where I need to go, where I need to come. I have everything to share, and I'm taking it on the road. I'm not trying. I'm going to take it on the road, and so coming to a place near you. But we're going to start in June, and we have some other things lined up in some places, and working it out. I'm working on something in Philly, so this is good. Yeah. So if you go to my website, which everything will take you to, right at the top, it'll say upcoming events, and I'll start posting some of them. Those last two, as far as Philly and as far as my show in June, just everything just got confirmed pretty good. We're working on flyers and things like that, so it'll be posted soon. But there's more. Just I'm excited because I'm working on music too. So I'm doing songs that's there, and working with Kevin Ross, that's my mentor, and so we've been talking about some different things. So putting things in place to be coming out more. So there's a lot that's just coming and coming and coming, and thankful for my team, for G Energy, helping with getting everything going, and my creative partner Eddie Keys, and Kevin Resinova. We're doing everything. It's just so much. It's so much going on, and there's a lot that's going to be coming out
So hold
very
up.
very
Did
soon.
I just hear you say Kevin Ross?
No, yeah. Oh, Kevin Ross. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's my yeah. That's my mentor. Yeah, yeah.
Because he's from New Orleans, correct?
No.
I thought he was from New Orleans somewhere.
I'm not sure if he has a connection. We hadn't talked about that, if he has that connection back down there in New Orleans.
Yeah, because I think it's him, Lucky Day, and
Yeah, I
some
know.
other.
Yeah, that could be. We
Yeah,
haven't covered that, and I know that yeah,
I might
that
then
could
click you
completely
into something. I might then click you into
Yeah,
something.
yeah, I think
Thank
you
you.
have. Yeah, so definitely. So I was on a platform, and he offered to work with some independent artists, and picked me up as one of his mentees, and so we've been working through and talking through things, and it's really, yeah, it's been really really amazing. Amadeus too, Platinum Boy, that is the music director for Trey Songs. I've been working with him for like 2 years, and it's been, I mean, it's just really amazing. You just have to, once you put out one foot and you do your part,
Exactly.
the people come. And this isn't just about music. This is just for whatever it is that you're supposed to do. When you take that step, and you don't get so caught up in what it's supposed to look like, what you didn't do, what you think it's supposed to be, you actually in the moment, opportunities come, because a lot of this came from me being in Clubhouse, listening, and I hear something, and I'm like, okay, but let me do, let me, the moments, right? And so when you do that, and you take those opportunities, and you show up, and you're already prepared, and you're ready, like, your time is coming. So if you're grinding, working through, training yourself up, working on your gifts,
Hmm.
doing those things, they
Hmm.
will come back for you. They will,
Yes.
and you'll be ready. You'll be
Yes.
ready, right? Because I need to put out songs, but I already have the songs. I just have to
Yes.
finish them. I have to give them
Yes.
to somebody to finish them, and they've already been done. So now I can go out and tour and sing and perform, and
Wow.
that's still taken care of, right? So, and the right people are there, and they're like, oh my gosh, okay, how do you do that? So it is definitely, and it doesn't take a lot, like, I just really want to encourage, just everybody in general, but anyone, and not but and anyone who feels like their time has passed, and
Mm.
feels like it's not for me, feels like, kids, family, trauma, situations, experiences, accidents, purposeful things, whatever, anything that's happened, like, what's for you is for you. And don't ever give up. And I'll tease something that's coming in September, because I know we had mentioned that I have a song that live I've been feeling a little bit better about being vulnerable with it, and sharing it. But it's about a story about back whenever I was a teenager, and I had a cousin that decided to take her life. But the lyric that's in the song that I wrote says, you helped me unpack my suitcase, because I would have chosen that same path, right? So, and I wouldn't be here talking to you, right? I
Mm.
wouldn't have my children. I wouldn't have the story. I wouldn't have the inspiration. I wouldn't have those things, right? But in that also, with my cousin, her life still gave life to me because so it's just you don't know, don't judge anything, right? Don't It all is for your good. Everything, all your experiences. Don't put those good, bad, whatever things with them. Like it is all for your good, everything. And all of us are working in concert with each other. Me and you coming together, right? We thinking we coming together for this. Let's just wait and come back in about 5 years and see what happens. See what we
Oh
see.
my.
you know. So just push, like just you just push and you just do, and it is like amazing because yeah, I was the same way. I was just like, oh my gosh, like okay, hopefully he'll talk to me, hopefully he'll take me, and then now look, I'm so casually saying yes, I'm working with Kevin Ross, and you're like, well,
Yeah,
hold up,
he's one of my
wait,
favorite singers.
hold up, swing that back, sis, swing that
So
back.
that's why I said,
You ain't even
hold
talked
up,
about
wait a
that.
minute. I said, did she
Yes.
say Kevin Ross? I was like, wait a
Shut,
minute, that's like one
shut.
of my favorites. Yeah,
Yeah, listen, baby, if you're looking for love,
yeah. I was like, whoa,
like
wait a minute, did
swinging
she
all
just
that
say
back.
Kevin Ross?
Yeah,
I
and
heard
it's
the Neo. I said, now I heard the Neo. Now I was like,
yes,
wait a minute here. I said,
yeah, yeah,
and I can
yes,
see that. I can see the neo soul and all of that tech stuff. So yeah,
yeah.
Lucky Day. I would love to do something with Lucky Day.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh, he's
God.
amazing.
I would love to do something with Lucky Day. I would
Yes,
love to. But
yeah,
okay, it's time for
yes,
the prize. So if
yeah.
you guys let Trey Michelle stand up and give the lovely audience what they might win if they can think of, look, I'm a whole vibe. See that, and that's an affirmation right there. I'm a whole vibe because what did she say? I raise self.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think about that. You gotta tell her I'm a whole vibe. That is what it is. I'm a whole vibe.
Yeah,
I raise myself to be a I'm a whole vibe.
whole vibe. Mm-hmm.
So earlier on in the show, it's giveaway time. Hey, 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 hey. We got amens. We got some hey, hey, hey. It's giveaway time. So one of you lucky winners will get this prize from her, and we will make sure that you get connected and whatever after the
Mm-hmm.
show. So one of the things, she had named three renditions of people that she actually did karaoke. If you at least give me two of those people, you will get that I'm a whole vibe merchandise. So the first one who puts in, if you were listening, going back to, I'm not going to name them now, but there were certain entertainers that she did as karaoke's where she commanded, and the show stopped. Nobody else would go after her after she did a rendition of these three ladies. So I would need someone to come up with it. I need Mariah Carey. There should be two, but we might let you go. It's up to Trey Michelle to let you go with that, Shelly Bolden, because I did say two, but that's
Two
okay.
out of three. You got. I know you got another one in you, Shelly. I know you got another one. I know you got another one. There
Yep,
you
she got
go.
it.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I know she had. No, she had. No, she had. No, she. It's just a delay for us. Just a
Yes.
delay for us. Yes, Shelly.
So
Yes,
Shelly
Shelly.
Bolden is the winner, and
504.
yay!
There you go.
Hey, and no cheating. This was not nothing cheating. So that's what you said. That's why we did it. Look, she said 504.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Trey
Absolutely.
Michelle, I want to say thank you so much for coming in and just being on here. Your story was so inspiring. Again, this is what we do at Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. At any time that you are welcome here back. And we actually, I'm all about the mental health. I actually
Yes.
can say I got my training license for the state of Maryland today for my counseling. Yay! So I'm
Yes.
happy to go into this workforce. You can come here anytime, and I actually will. We can
Yeah.
talk later to talk
Hmm.
about September because that is when we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about Suicide Month. So we
Perfect.
actually can do some collaborations on that. So most definitely. So any
Yeah.
audience, you have been favored with a mini concert. So look, she done gave you all some tunes. So I would suggest you support her support us as artists, as indie artists trying to get in here. But I,
Mm-hmm.
because I know what's for us is for us.
That's right.
And
Yep.
hey, you never know. And see, we were connected by just me acting on, and that's why I say you
That's
got to
right.
put your faith into action, because
Yes.
faith always not going to drop out the sky. If you got to put, it's an action word. You got to put some work into it. So again, Trey Rochelle, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
you.
And to the audience, next week,
Yes.
you need to come back next week because we have Running Into Greatness. We have Minister Lolita Justice Watkins, who will be with us talking about her new book as the boss. And I'm telling you, she's a powerful lady. She has always supported me, and I think it's going to be very nice for us to have a sit down and conversation on either her running into greatness and some new stuff that she has got going on. So have a blessed week. But I also want you to go, and I say this every week in this season. If no one has ever told you that you are loved, just let you know that you are loved here on the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. So until next week, see ya. Have a blessed week and a prosperous week ahead. Tune out.